Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. I am Meg West, and today I am going to be doing the Totally Should've book tag. This book tag was created by Emma Books, and if you haven't checked her out yet, I'll leave her link down below. She is a fantastic booktuber, and you totally should watch her. Now this video is essentially just a list of things that are bookish related that I personally think should have happened. Question number 1. Totally should have had a sequel. Now this book may eventually get a sequel, but I want it right now. The Rhythmatist by Brandon Sanderson. I read this book last year and it was probably my most favorite read of all last year, and I am ready for Brandon Sanderson to put out a sequel because I loved this book so much. This next book totally should have gotten a spin-off series. For this one I picked Artemis, Fowl by Owen Colfer. I loved this series. It is a middle grade series that follows a teenage mastermind who tries to outwit the fairies. And I think a series that is all about the fairy characters in this book would be really awesome to read, especially because it seems like Owen Colfer's done with Artemis Fowl, which is extremely sad. An author who totally should write more books. I really want more from Anne Bishop's Dark Jewels series. So while Anne Bishop is still writing books, she's not writing them in this series right now, and it's so sad. I would love to have more in this particular series. A character who totally should have ended up with someone else. Don't hate me too much, but I chose Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. And it's not that I didn't like Jamie better than the other guy, because I did. It's just that I also didn't really like Jamie. And I feel that Claire forgave him for some of the stuff he did that I would never have been able to forgive him for. And I just don't particularly like him. This next book totally should have ended differently. I picked The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. This is the third book in the His Dark Materials trilogy, which starts out with The Golden Compass. And while it is one of my most favorite trilogies of all time, the way that it ended and the places that the two main characters end up in, and the fact that it is not together, I think it should have ended differently. I can see why it didn't. It makes sense, but it's still so heartbreaking, and I would have been happier if they'd been together. This next book series totally should have had a movie franchise. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I loved the main trilogy of this. I loved Ally of Law even more than I love the main trilogy of this, which is kind of incredible because this book has such an amazing following. And it is a very interesting idea, and I think they could do a really good job making movies out of this if they do it correctly. And even if they don't, Mistborn itself can be treated as a standalone book. So I would really like to see them give this one a shot. Number 7. Totally should have had a TV series. I think The Legend of Drizzt by R.A. Salvatore would make for a really great TV series, and the fact that I'm holding up 10 books here and that there are at least 10 more books in the series means that it could be a very long-running TV show, and I think I would have to stick that one out the whole way through just because of how much I love Drizzt. Book number 8. Totally should have had one point of view. While a couple of books come to mind as books that have multiple points of view, I can't help but thinking that they were done so well and I would have lost points of view of these characters that I love so much if they had gone away. So I can't really say that I've read a book with multiple point of views that I've been disappointed in enough to want it to change. Number 9, a book series that totally should have a cover change. The Mercy Thompson novels by Patricia Briggs. On each of these covers, Mercy Thompson is quite a bit naked. She does not dress like this in the series. She is fully dressed at all times. The only exceptions to this is when she has to shapeshift into a coyote. But Mercy Thompson does not walk around in her everyday life with no clothes on. It's quite irritating to me that they're using Mercy's body to sell these books when that is not the point at all in the series. It's really a great series, but I would love to see some new covers. This next book series totally should have kept its original covers. And I don't really have any of these, but I think books that start using the movie cover as their book cover are about my least favorite book cover adaptations, which is why I don't own any. But if it has a movie, I don't like the movie poster that becomes the book cover. And the final question, a book that totally should have stopped at book 1. I felt I was forced to choose, and I chose the Inkheart series by Cornelia Funk. While I like Inkspell alright, Ink Death was quite a bit of a letdown, and it did have a very good stopping point at the end of Inkheart, so maybe we could have done without these, except for the fact that their covers are so completely gorgeous. Alright, so I want to take this chance to kind of apologize for the state of my bookshelves. There is an Instagram challenge going on. Keep book marching on. If you want to, follow my Instagram below, and I'm posting pictures of books every day for the month. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Have a wicked day.